morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are watching me from. I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you, and I appreciate you for coming back again to watch my videos. Thank you, and I pray that God will bless you. Today, I want to talk about the the African continent as a whole, the disunity in Africa, and what we expect Africans to do to be at the world global stage. For me, I find it so difficult to believe that most of the African countries and her citizens still blame the West for their misfortune. They still blame the West for what is happening in their country after many years they got their independence. Over the time, I sit down sometimes and I pause. I say, are we really being serious in Africa? For Africa, the continent, are we serious for ourselves? It is very funny. It is very funny to think that after 40, 50, 60, 70 years of our independence, and the state may be in different countries, we are still blaming our colonizers. We are still blaming the West for doing this and for doing that. Instead of us to blame our own political leaders, instead of us to blame ourselves for electing incompetent leaders to high posts, instead of blaming ourselves for not doing the right thing, we still keep on blaming the West and our colonizers. It is very bad and it is very wrong. Africa as a continent can achieve so much if it comes together as one. Africa as a continent can be successful, can go to the global stage to be number one if we are united and do things like Africa and stop imitating the West. The only problem I see in Africa today is disunity and letting the incompetent people rule over us. The West and the colonizers are never our problem. In fact, if you go to most of the countries, take your survey, some of them would even want the colonizers to return, because what they're experiencing now is worse than what they experienced during the colonial masters. So what is our problem in Africa? It is our incompetent leaders who have kept us in the dark. They have weaponized poverty and hunger to keep us in one place. They have weaponized poverty and hunger so that we keep on keeping them as our leaders. Suppression. What happened during the election? They come back and throw a peanut to you. You eat, and in the next 4-5 years, as the case may be, you will not see them again. You cannot experience the presence of government in your community. You cannot experience the presence of your leaders in your community. And for many people who criticize the West, when they have an opportunity to grab the Western visas, they will grab it at once without precoce. They will grab it at once. They want to be in that country, but yet they criticize them. Instead of you holding your leaders accountable, instead of you holding your leaders to account, don't vote in incompetence. There should be revolution in Africa, not revolution of violence, not revolution of bloodbath or anything. No, a true revolution where good people are elected into respective office. People with competence, people who can come and govern us and give us the dividend of democracy. What is happening in Africa is beyond what human can think. Queen Elizabeth passed on the right time, an African continent was agog. Everybody was talking about them. They took this, they took that. She's bad. And for me, those things were noise. She has been buried, and the noise died down. Now, when King Charles, when God called him home, when the time reached for God to call him home, the noise will surface again. The noise will come out again. Now, what are you doing? What are you doing to hold them to account? If you feel that they have done wrong to you, what have you do? I mean, what are you doing? You can sue them. You can sue UK as a country. Take them to court for war crime or whatever reason you might see. There could be repatriations of our stolen wealth and artifacts. But for me, that is not the problem of Africa. The problem of Africa is incompetence. The problem of Africa is disunity. It is very funny when I see Africans attacking Africans. It shouldn't be so. We should live in harmony. We should live in peacefully. We should live in unity. One united Africa can make a whole lot difference. Electing good leaders, capable hands into office can make a whole lot difference. So please, whenever it is the time for election in your countries, do the right thing. Don't let the politicians buy you over. They give you peanut and they expect that will take you for the next 4 years or 5 years. Always do the right thing. You are the one who's employing them. They are not the one employing you. You elect them to serve you, not you serving them. During campaign, that is their interview. Scrutinize them very well. Scrutinize them very well. Question them very well. Look at the antecedents. When you see anyone fall short of the office you want to occupy, don't vote for them. If they give you money, don't take. Let Africa get united. Okay, look at different countries, people where Africans are residing. You see, this one will tell you I'm from this country, this one will tell you I'm from this country, I'm this one and that. But at first, we are all Africans. And the host countries do see you as Africa, irrespective of the country you are from. But there is one single tag. There's one single tag. Africa, because we are black. It's after we have been identified as an African before they can identify your country. So Africa as a continent can do a whole lot more when we are united and come together. Please, I want us to wake up from slumber. I want us to wake up and rise to the occasion. I want us to wake up and do that thing which is rightful and needful. I believe that we can do it, and I believe we will get there. Stop the blame game. The West are never our problem. Our colonial masters are never our problem. We are the problem of ourselves. We are the problem of ourselves. We have been impoverished in poverty. Our leaders use poverty as a weapon to keep us in bondage. Please, stand up for yourself. Stand up for your continent. Stand up for your country. And we do all that we can to keep Africa going. Like I said, the West will be afraid of Africa. When we are united, when we have competent hands, when we have good leaders in respective authorities, in high places, governing us and giving us a good dividend of democracy, there will not be need of leaving the country to another country in search of a job. If you have to do that, at least you should be going for a higher job, not the one, maybe less than what your country can offer or whatever. No. Yes, let there be peace. Let's, Mother Africa, let's come together as one. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please share, like and comment. If you have not followed my
social media handles, please do. Facebook, Blessed KC, Instagram, official Blessed KC, and YouTube, here you are watching me a lot, Blessed KC.